Hello students, today we will start new topic, that is polar plot. Let's see. See the definition of polar plot. The polar plot is the locus of vectors of mod of g of j omega, angle of g of j omega, as omega varies from 0 to infinity. Okay, so this is a plot that gives the polar representation of magnitude and angle when we are varying omega from 0 to infinity. Okay, so see, I have taken two examples to explain the polar plot. I have taken one example with the real pole and I have taken the second example with real 0. Okay, so first of all, as the definition says, okay, we need to calculate mod of g of j omega and angle of g of j omega. Then what we will do, we will vary the values of omega from 0 to infinity. Okay, so we need to make one table where you will be varying the value of omega from 0 to infinity and you will calculate the mod of g of j omega and angle of g of j omega accordingly. Okay, then we will plot this polar plot, or we will plot the values in polar plot. Okay, see here, actually I am not using the polar plot, but it will be always easy to plot the magnitude and angle in actual polar plot. Okay, so you can search for the image of the polar plot, that is actually the circular polar plot. Okay, but if it is not available, you can draw the polar plot on blank paper. Okay, so let's start. See here, g of s is equal to 1 upon 1 plus p1s. So what is procedure for drawing polar plot? First of all, p1 is actually pole constant. Here I have taken z1. So z1 is the 0 constant. Okay, so the generalized transfer function is taken here. So see the step number 1, s is equal to j omega. So what you need to do, you have to put s is equal to j omega. Okay, so see here, I will put s is equal to j omega. Okay, so what I will get here, I will get here 1 upon 1 plus j omega p1. Okay, so I am substituting s is equal to j omega. So here it will be 1 upon 1 plus j omega p1. Okay, now what you need to do, you need to find mod and angle. Okay, so we know how to find the magnitude of the rectangular form. See, I will give you the example. Suppose you have the rectangular form a plus jb. So how we are calculating the magnitude? Magnitude, it will be under root of a square plus b square. Okay, whereas when you need to calculate phi, so phi is equal to tan inverse of b by a. Okay, so with this basic we will start the calculation of mod of g of j omega. So look at this here, actually one pole is there. So please remember, when the one pole is contributing to angle of minus 90, whereas 1 0 is contributing to angle of plus 90. Okay, so we will start with this basics. Look at this here, actually as this term is in the denominator, so I have taken 1 upon under root of 1 square, that is a square plus b square. So this is the form of magnitude. Okay, then I have calculated the angle phi. So what is phi here? Look at this, phi is actually tan inverse of b by a. So this will be 1 upon, look at this, 1 upon tan inverse of omega p1 by 1. But as you know that when the angle is in denominator, we can shift it in the numerator form. So that tan inverse of omega p1, we are shifting into numerator. So it will be minus tan inverse of omega p1 by 1. Or you can rewrite this as 1 upon tan inverse of omega p1. Okay, after shifting it will be minus tan inverse of omega p1. Okay, so I hope this is very easy concept to understand, to calculate magnitude and angle. Okay, now see what we will do. See here, as per definition we need to vary the values of omega. So look at this here, I have taken different values of omega as p1 is constant. Okay, so my purpose is to cancel out p1. So I have taken the value of omega in such a way that p1 will get cancelled. Okay, so see the starting point, it will be always 0. Look at this, the starting point, it will be always 0. So when I am substituting omega is equal to 0 in this magnitude, see Here I am substituting 0. So what I will get? I will get 1 by under root of 1. So that is 1. Okay. What about angle? When I will put here 0. So tan inverse of 0 is 0. So I have shown here 0. Okay. Like that you can calculate. The next thing is actually 1 by P1. I have substituted in magnitude. So P1 will get cancelled. Okay. So here there will be 1 by under root 2. Okay. Mod, that is m is equal to 1 by under root 2. So 1 by under root 2 is nothing but 0.707. Okay. And here tan inverse of this P1 will get cancelled, and tan inverse of 1 is actually 45 degree, but here negative sign is there, so this is minus 45 degree. Okay. So I hope you are getting what I am doing. I am just varying the value of omega in magnitude as well as in angle. Okay. And accordingly I am calculating the value of magnitude and phi, that is m and phi. Okay. So look at this. Here the last value I have taken as infinity. Okay. So when I will put here infinity, so 1 by infinity it will be 0. Okay. So magnitude it will be 0. And what about angle? Tan inverse of infinity is actually 90 degree. But here minus sign is there, so this will be minus 90 degree. Okay. So I hope you got the concept of magnitude and angle. Now the simple thing, you need to plot this two values by varying omega in polar plot. But what is polar plot? Polar plot is a combination, or on x-axis we are showing real part of g of j omega, and on y-axis we are showing imaginary part of g of j omega. So this is just like the rectangular form, a plus jb, real part, imaginary part. But when you will take polar form, you will convert this rectangular to polar. What you will get? You will get m and phi. Okay. So this is magnitude and phi that we will plot in this polar plot. Okay. So what I will do, see, when you are drawing polar plot on plain paper, okay, so you need to take some scale there. So first of all, see here, I got the value as 1 at an angle of 0. Okay, 1 at an angle of 0. So what I will do, 0 degree line is there, so this will be 0 degree line. Okay, so just I am assuming that this is suppose 1. So see here, this will be magnitude 1, and this 1 I will plot on 0 degree line. So this is 1 at an angle of 0. Now next is 0.707 at an angle of 45. Okay, so here as we are not using the actual polar plot, what I will do, I will draw minus 45 degree line. Okay, so what I will do, I will put protractor here and origin will be reference. So I will put protractor like this. Okay, and I will plot minus 45 degree. So look at this, when I will draw the line, so this will be suppose minus 45 degree line. Okay, this is minus 45 degree line. So on this line what I will do, I will plot 0.707. So just imagine that this is 0.707 at an angle of minus 45 degree. I hope you are getting. Okay, so here actually I am showing 0.707 at an angle of minus 45. Now next, see here, actually 0.1 is also there. For that what you need to do, you have to show the angle line of 84.28. So this will be minus 90 degree. Okay, so this line is actually minus 90 degree. Okay, so look at this, when I will put protractor here, so I may get 84.28 here. Okay, on that line I will just show 0.1 magnitude. Okay, so it may be little bit here. Okay, it may be 0.1, it may be here. And last point, see 0.01 is, I am unable to show 0.01 at an angle of minus 89.42 because scale is very small. So I will take last point as 0 and minus 90 degree. Okay, so minus 90 degree line, this is minus 90 degree line, and on that magnitude is actually 0. Okay, so what I will do, my last point is 0 at an angle of minus 90 degree. So this is 0 at an angle of minus 90 degree. Okay, so see what I will do now, I will just join all the points. Okay, so see how I am getting the polar plot. Okay, so this is my polar plot. Starting point is 1 at an angle of 0 and end point is 0 at an angle of minus 90 degree. Okay, so I hope you got the concept of drawing polar plot. Okay, this is very easy concept I have taken with the real pole, or In next class, actually we will be discussing about the type and the order of the system. Okay, but here I have taken just to get the concept of polar plot. Now see the next we will see. The second example I have taken as g of s is equal to 1 plus z1s. Okay, so same thing I will do here. I will substitute s is equal to j omega. Okay, look at this, here I have substituted s is equal to j omega, and in that 1 plus j omega z1, where z1 is any zero constant. Okay, so again the same thing, I need to calculate magnitude, then I need to calculate angle. So same thing is here, a plus jb form, so under root of a square plus b square. Okay, and for angle, that is angle of j omega, this will be tan inverse of omega z1. Okay, because this term is in the numerator. Okay, so angle will be positive. Okay, now next the same thing I did here. What I did, I make one table, because my requirement is to calculate mod of j omega and angle of j omega. So in second column I put mod of j omega, angle of j omega. Okay, but I need to vary omega from 0 to infinity. Okay, so I have varied 0 to infinity just for drawing. I need almost 4-5 points. Okay, so starting point it will be always 0 and end point it will be always infinity. Please remember, in between you can take any intermediate values. Okay, so see, first of all I have taken here omega is equal to 0. So what I will get, just put here omega is equal to 0 in magnitude. So look at this term will be 0 and mod it will be 1. So magnitude is 1. What about angle? Here when I will put 0, so what I will get, tan inverse of 0 is 0. Okay, so this is actually 0 degree. Okay, now next, just to cancel out z1, I have taken here 1 by z1. Now check here, when I will put here 1 by z1 in omega, so that 1 by z1 will get cancelled and there will be one value, so under root of root 2 will be there. Okay, 1 plus 1, root 2 will be there. Okay, so root 2 is 1.414. Now next, what I will do here, this z1 will get cancelled, so tan inverse of 1 is 45 degree, and last value when I will put omega is equal to infinity, so mod it will be infinity. And what about angle? As I am taking here infinity, tan inverse of infinity is 90 degree. Okay, so just I have completed the table and I will start drawing the polar plot for the real 0. Okay, so look at this, my first point or starting point is 1 at an angle of 0. Again I told you that on x-axis I have taken the real part of j omega, and on imaginary axis I have taken imaginary part of j omega. Okay, so see here, actually I have taken the scale, or I have assumed the scale, that is 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit, but that will be your choice depending on the values you are taking. Okay, so you need to take appropriate scale by selecting omega. Okay, so first is 1 at an angle of 0. So look at this, I am just showing 1 at an angle of 0. Okay, this is degree. Then next is root 2, 45 degree. Now this is plus 45, so I will put protractor like this. Okay, then I will draw 45 degree line. Okay, so on 45 degree line I will plot, or I will mark root 2. So root 2 is 1.414, so I may get root 2 at an angle of 45 here. Okay, now next, actually infinity at an angle of 90. Okay, so infinity I cannot plot, that is the last point. Okay, so when I will join all the points I will get a polar plot that is parallel to imaginary axis. So look at this, how I will get a polar plot. Okay, so this is my polar plot. Starting point is 1 at an angle of 0 and end point is actually infinity at an angle of 90. Okay, so I hope you are getting. Okay, this is the method for drawing polar plot. Okay, we will discuss in detail in next lecture about the effect of variation of type of the system on the polar plot. But in short, we will discuss about the advantages and disadvantages. Look at this. Advantage of polar plot is that it depicts the frequency response characteristic of a system over entire frequency range in a single plot. Means we are varying omega from 0 to infinity, and in single plot we can check. Okay, so what is disadvantage? It does not indicate the contribution of each individual factor of open loop transfer function. This is the major disadvantage of polar plot, that it does not indicate the contribution of each individual factor of open loop transfer function. Okay, so I hope you got the concept of drawing polar plot. Thank you, students.